What's up, YouTube?
Yo!
Back at it again, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, with your boy Gilly.
I'm Marciano.
And you here with React Genius.
Hey!
Here to bring you some Genius reactions.
Yes, sir.
And today, we got another top 10 for y'all, man. Got a whole top 10 playlist, so go check that shit out. But if you sat through all that, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe, and we really appreciate it. We ain't gonna hold y'all up no longer. The top 10 we got for y'all today is scary forest discoveries that can't be explained. You know what I mean? I don't know if that means animals or just like stuff in general, but
Spooky stuff.
Ain't nothing on this channel been spooky so far, but you know what I mean?
This is the scariest thing ever found in the forest. Welcome back, Charlie here. Most of the world's forests are not explored, and therefore contain many mysteries, from unexplained creatures to scary buildings and lost planes. Here are the scariest things ever found in the forest. First, we have to look at these humanoids. One day a man named Erwin Saunders went for a hike in the woods. He was trying to find some small animals that he'd seen a few days prior. And amazingly, he caught these bizarre tiny animals on camera. Erwin captured high-definition footage of these humanoid creatures. Whatever this is looks absolutely tiny and kind of cute. It seems to be quite shy. It might be startled by Erwin's presence, as most people don't walk out this far into the woods. Some believe these to be tiny monkeys of sorts, but other experts have reviewed the video and said that they're not monkeys. Maybe it's an unidentified species of monkey, or perhaps a different animal entirely. Surprisingly, scientists don't know how many species of animals exist on Earth, and around 450 new species are discovered every year. So maybe Erwin discovered a new animal. Erwin calls these animals pixies, and he's caught these bizarre humanoids on camera multiple times. Viewers and experts alike are baffled by Erwin's videos. But what do you think is going on here? Speaking of mysterious animals, let's look at this Bigfoot skull found in the woods. Bigfoot is a Sasquatch rumored to live in the United States. One day a man named Coyote Peterson was walking around in the woods. He was exploring a Bigfoot hotspot. That's when he came across a gigantic skull, which many believe may belong to Bigfoot. Peterson found the skull in a woodland between Washington, USA and British Columbia, Canada. At first he thought it was a bear skull, but upon further inspection he realized it did not belong to a bear. Instead, the skull was from a massive primate. Primates that big don't live in these woods. Bigfoot has been reported in this area. Could this really be a Sasquatch skull? Either way, I don't want to mess with whatever animal this skull came from. Its head seems elongated and its teeth are massive. It's safe to say this skull does not belong to any normal animal we're used to seeing in the woods. But the most bizarre animal ever seen in the woods has to be this whale. That's right, in 2019, a whale was found in this jungle. This humpback whale was not alive. It was found in the Amazon rainforest on the island of Maranhão in Brazil. But how did a humpback whale end up in a rainforest? There were no tracks, meaning that no vehicles dragged it here. Right now, it's believed a massive wave picked up this whale and threw it into the jungle. It sounds crazy, but according to scientists, that makes the most sense. But there is one major flaw in this theory. Humpback whales don't swim anywhere near the coast. Whales are normally found thousands of miles away from this island, so maybe the whale had already passed away and then washed up closer to the shore. Scientists only found the whale when they saw many birds of prey circling the area. The Maranhão whale remains one of Brazil's biggest mysteries to this day. The place where the whale was found is impossible to get to using vehicles, meaning that this whale naturally ended up in the forest. Some even blamed an alien abduction for this whale ending up here. Speaking of aliens, this alien caterpillar was found in a forest. A woman named Danica DeCosto found this bizarre creature in the woods. It seems like some kind of caterpillar or insect, but it has a humanoid-like face. It moves around a little bit, but it doesn't blink. Some of the comments called this creature cute, while others said it was just scary. The creature makes a weird moaning noise and opens its mouth.
Or what should we do with them?
It sounds like a baby moaning. Danica found this creature in a woods in Texas, but she said she'd never seen a creature like this before. It could be some rare kind of caterpillar, but they normally don't grow this big. Another bizarre thing is it seems to have 5 fingers like a human, although this creature has 6 hands instead of 2. What do you think this bizarre creature could be? And what would you do if you saw one of these in a woodland near you? But it turns out animals aren't the only bizarre things found in woods and forests. Just take a look at this missing plane found in a forest. This plane belonged to the German army during World War II. It's a Luftwaffe FW-190, one of Germany's deadliest planes from World War II. This plane actually went missing in April 1943. The pilot, Paul Ratz, was flying the plane over Leningrad, Russia. That's when he was shot down by Soviet planes. The plane contained a 550-pound bomb, which thankfully did not explode. The plane was missing for many decades, but was finally found in a woods near Leningrad in 2008. But you may wonder what happened to the plane's pilot, Paul Ratz. Well, he actually survived the plane crash. He got out of the plane and returned to the front lines in the West, but was later captured by Russian troops and spent time in a gulag. Paul Ratz was finally released from the gulag in 1949. Next, we have to look at this unexplained creature seen in a woods. One day a man was walking around the woods in Vietnam. That's when he captured this humanoid on camera. He had seen it running around earlier but failed to capture it on camera, so he went back to the area to try and get footage to prove what he'd seen. The creature seems to have a humanoid appearance. It has the same body and limbs as a human but a larger head. It also goes very fast and blends in perfectly with the trees. Could this be an extraterrestrial caught on camera? Or is this some other unidentified woodland creature? Next, let's look at a very creepy scene caught in a New York forest. In 2016, a man was walking in New York's Berkeley-Jackson County Park. As he was walking, he noticed some pieces of paper taped to the trees. At first, he assumed they were no trespassing signs, but when he got closer, he realized they were actually missing posters. Every single poster was of a different person. There was around 20 posters taped to these trees, and all showed real missing people. There was also a tent nearby, but the man did not decide to go and explore the tent just in case. He reported what he'd seen to the police. After all, whoever set up this shrine may be behind the missing people, but it's not known if anything came of this case. It said police did investigate this, but so far no one's been arrested. Do you think some kind of psychopath or kidnapper could have done this? Or do you think there's a less sinister explanation for this? Moving on, let's look at this bizarre find in a forest in Poland. In September of 2020, a man saw this in his local forest. The massive object resembled a UFO. Moss and mold had grown on it, meaning that it had been there for some time. Many internet users believed this to be a UFO, and to be fair, it does look like a rocket capsule. The surrounding woodland is far too dense for this to be moved here by land, meaning that it did in fact fall from the sky. But before you believe aliens are about to invade Poland, think again. Many pointed out this resembles a weather balloon without the balloon, so it's more likely that a weather balloon or rocket test crash-landed in this forest. Of course, this hasn't been confirmed by any groups, but it does seem just a tad more likely than aliens. Next, I have to show you these scary statues. One day in a woodland in the USA, someone saw this. They seem like female mannequins in the woods. But why did someone take these out here? As if this statue wasn't scary enough, take a look at this one. When photos of this statue hit the internet, it went viral. Many believed these were real aliens performing some kind of ritual. But the truth is, this is a statue found in a woods in the UK. It was made as part of an art exhibition called the Sculpture Park. But it's understandable how people who stumbled across this got very scared. Okay, so the statue wasn't aliens from space. But one man did find something from space in a woodland in Russia. A man was hiking in the Altai Mountains of Russia when he saw this. It's a Soviet space rocket from the 1960s that that crash landed. Many
that's
rockets and
that's what
missiles have
we're
actually
trying
been
to
discovered in nearby
get.
worlds. That's because a spaceport named Plesex Cosmodrome can be found nearby. Lots of failed experiments can be found in these worlds. Launches are still done from this spaceport today. So be careful if you're walking around in these worlds. You might just get a rocket or a missile landing on your head. But now it's time for you to make your voice heard. Comment below which of these forest discoveries was the most scary. I've been Charlie. Thanks for watching. If you want to see my short videos, then check out my second channel.
Oh man, that is a funny thing to be worried about while you hiking. A fucking rocket.
Fucking rocket. Like, what if you just chilling in the crib watch TV and a fucking rocket go through your
Right? Man, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
That shit's ridiculous.
Tell me to worry about that. No, man. So what did it say? It said which one of these was the scariest?
I feel like a lot of them shits was fake.
Yeah, I felt like a lot of them fake too. I think the scariest is probably the most realistic one, the missing persons one. Like that gotta be a guy. Like that nigga.
Yeah, that's weird.
That nigga is crazy.
Scariest. I gotta agree.
Oh
no. I feel like the Bigfoot skull. You know what? I gotta go with the whale. How the fuck did the whale get there?
That's a good, that's a good
How
one.
the fuck did that happen?
That's a good one too, cause they talking about. I know damn well ain't no fucking wave come that strong to drop that whale off there.
That ain't no
Whales do
sense.
not even swim that close. That had to throw that. He had to throw that whale from far to the motherfucker.
Exactly.
Maybe, or do they have tornadoes out there? Maybe a tornado picked it up or something. Like
A heavy ass whale though.
I'm the closest. I ain't no goddamn wave, did it? I know that. I'm saying it gotta be something stronger than that to throw that bitch all the way there.
I don't know who did that.
Unless somebody actually killed it and drug it there. But for what would be the reason? And then, like, it's still a fucking whale. Like that.
Exactly.
That ain't no
light shit.
Yeah, that ain't no day's work. Like, yeah, it's still a fucking whale. So I don't know. Yeah, that one is pretty crazy. That one pretty crazy. But if y'all appreciate it and y'all had a good time, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe, and we really appreciate it. But until next time, we see y'all later.
Peace.